and welcome back to Gardening with Bunny. So today we're going to be talking about our watermelon and some of the mistakes that we've made. As of right now, it's looking kind of a little rough, but it was looking really beautiful before we got all this rain. We're in zone 8A, by the way, and we've gotten a lot of rain due to the hurricanes around us or whatever. So that's kind of why it's looking like this. But one of the first mistakes that we made was planting them too close. If you come over here, watermelon need about 6 feet of space. Of course, we're beginners, so we did not know this, and we probably should have did research, but we kind of tried it ourselves to see what we can do. Being that we only had small spaces, we wanted to make sure we try to use as much and get as much as we could. But it's not always a good idea to do that, because if you don't space them out well, you may not get as much production. I feel like we could have gotten more watermelon off of each vine if we would have spaced them. Even though we did, we have eaten about 3 of them. So that was pretty cool, and they were really good and sweet. But yeah, down here you can see we have them way too close, way too close. You got one right here, and then we come right over and we got one right there. Then there's one over here, just to show you how close we have them, show y'all how close we have them. So that's not a good idea. Planting them too close also caused them to fight for fertilizer. So everybody's down there in the roots. When we fertilize them, everyone's fighting to get that nutrition or whatever. So that's also a bad thing that occurs when you plant them too close. Another thing that happens, we have pollinators out here. You might can see some of them kind of going around. Now the pollinators, they don't know. Yeah, by the way, we have 2 different types of watermelon back here before I speak about the pollinators. But we have 2 different types. One is our Clemson Sweet. That's right there. And then we have sugar babies. We have a bigger one over here, Clemson Sweet, by the way. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can. We have sugar babies over here. Kind of get over here and see the sugar babies. And we have a few of those too. They're growing. These are the sugar babies. Now back to what I was saying about the pollinators. They don't discriminate. So they're landing on any flower that they see open and going to the next flower. So that could cause hybrid seeds. And if you don't want your seeds, if you want to do some seed saving and you don't want your seeds to be hybrid, you don't want to plant them together. We do plan on doing seed saving. We did save some of these seeds. We don't know how they'll do, but we're hoping that they won't be hybrid. But you do have a big chance of them being hybrid because they're so close together. Also, being close together causes us not to get the watermelon won't be as big as it normally would be. So sometimes we get half the size, maybe like 5 pounds, I guess you would say, watermelon, versus they're normally like, I mean, Clemson Sweet is about 20 pounds, I guess. So we don't get them, they're not as big. Also, another thing, watermelon loves sun. And I don't know if you can tell, but we have a tree up top. So the vine that's closest to, and this is a pecan tree, by the way. The closer it is to this tree, being under this tree, the less production we get as well. So yeah. Also, the thing about when it comes to knowing if it's ripe. So people have said from our research that we should look at the closest stem right here to where the watermelon is. So you would go by this one. When this is completely dry, they would say that it's ready. However, we've had situations where the stem looks pretty dry, completely to the end, all the way up until the end, completely dry, and we pick it and it's still not ripe. So we're actually trying to get our own knowledge of that, and we will definitely share that with you all as we learn. To be honest, I feel like it's a blessing every time we get one that's ripe. The other day we got one that was overripe. Now, an issue also when it comes to watering, with all of that rain, one of our watermelon ended up busting open. Too much water is bad, but watermelon do love water. So you kind of have to balance it out for yourself and kind of learn how much water you want to give them or whatever. Also, before you get ready to pick a ripe watermelon, you want to give it 2 or 3 days without any water at all. That helps it be as sweet as it can be or whatever. If you water it, then pick it, it's not going to be as sweet. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but we kind of made a hill of dirt, almost kind of like the ants do. Like, we built a hill with our dirt so that it won't get drenched in water. You definitely don't want that to happen. And also on the last video, I showed y'all a picture of one of the good ripe watermelon that we got. It was so good. It was a sugar baby, by the way. And also on the last video, we showed you all our hummingbird feeder. However, I didn't explain to you guys that the hummingbirds actually pollinate. And the greatest thing that I love about hummingbirds, they eat bugs as well. So that's pretty cool. You got a natural way to get rid of some of the bugs the hummingbirds get to eat, you know. So that's pretty cool. But I think that's all that we have, all of the knowledge that we have for today. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, and as always, love everyone. Oh, real quick, these are our beans. I showed y'all in the front that they are determinate. Determinate means that they grow until they're done producing and then they stop. We have a few more green beans on here, but they're probably about done now. But like I said, love everyone. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.